Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than the usual content I put out for you guys because things are a little crazy in the world right now. All of our worlds have been turned upside down and I want to be able to provide content for you guys that's going to be of value to you with what's going on in our lives right now. Today I'm going to be talking about some self-care tips that we can all utilize, we can all start putting into practice to help at least maybe manage what we might be feeling, what we might be going through internally, because this is a tough time for everybody. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, and don't forget you guys, stay tuned until the end of the video because I have a question for you guys and it's really important. So if you guys know me, it's not news to you that I struggle with anxiety and depression. I've struggled with it since my early 20s, so it's not new to me. I've been working on it for a really long time. I'm very open about my struggles on all my social media channels, and a lot of you guys have expressed to me too that you struggle with your mental health too. I was definitely nervous about going into self-isolation and quarantine. I was nervous of how my mental health was going to be and how I was going to react to that. And to my surprise, I have reacted fairly well. I don't want to say reacted, but I just think that I'm handling it fairly well, and I'm doing okay. And I think that that's because of years and years of studying my mental health and putting practices into place to help me manage when I'm feeling anxious or depressed, to not get to that really dark space, or if I am in that dark space, to be able to pull myself out of it. So obviously this video is for anybody who wants to practice self-care tips, but I'm really trying to help those of us who are struggling with our mental health, whether you have struggled with it for 5 years, 10 years, or maybe all these feelings are new to you. Maybe everything going on in the world triggered something in your brain and you are feeling anxious and depressed for the first time, and you are stuck in your own head and you really just don't know how to manage it. And that's a really tough feeling to go through when you first start experiencing anxiety and depression, because you don't know how to manage it because you've never had to before. So I really hope that this video can add some value into your guys' lives during this really tough time. Also, you guys, I'm closing up because this is very important. I want you to take everything I say with a grain of salt, because the last thing I want to do is stress you out and overwhelm you with all these new practices that you have to implement during this time. That is not what I am trying to do. Please remember that I have been struggling with my mental health for almost 10 years, and I have developed all these practices over time. So you're going to see quite a few different practices that I'm going to be talking about here. If you are somebody who doesn't practice self-care a lot and this is all new to you, it's just like anything else. It takes time to build habits. So don't try to go from doing nothing or one thing to trying to do 10 or 5 things in a day right away. You're more than likely going to overwhelm yourself than help yourself if that is the case. Use my video as inspiration. Build a routine that really works for you. Some of my self-care practices might not work for you, and some of them might. Just build off of what I'm giving you and find something that really works for you that's going to help you, and don't overthink it. Maybe you do 1 or 2 self-care practices once a week or twice a week, and you keep going from there as they become habits and you just don't think about it anymore and you do it. So please remember that, you guys, and let's go ahead and get into this. So the first self-care tip I have for you guys is really easy, and it's going to sound really stupid, but it's true. So first one's going to be to make your bed as soon as you get up and wake up, because it just helps. When you get up and you make your bed, you feel accomplished already, like you're ready to start your day, and it just helps to keep your space organized and clean. And I'm not talking about deep cleaning your house every single day and being perfect. Nobody is perfect, but as somebody who struggles with anxiety, when my surroundings are in chaos, so is my mind. It helps to remember to control the things that you can control, like your space. A way, at least for me, to help me control my anxiety is to just tidy up a little bit every day. Do the dishes when I see them start adding up and stuff like that, and that really helps me keep my calm and my cool. The next tip is to move your body in some way. And I don't want you to take this the wrong way, because I know there are a lot of posts on social media right now about getting the best shape of your life right now. And a lot of people are feeling overwhelmed and anxiety about that too, and feeling guilty about not taking this time to get in the best shape of their lives because they have time, so they should be doing it. No. If you are motivated to be working out for an hour or 2 hours a day and you are eating super clean, kudos. That is amazing. But if you're not, that is totally okay too. And that's not what I mean by move your body every day. It could mean stretching for 15 minutes, using a foam roller for 10 minutes if you struggle with inflammation and tight muscles and soreness. It could mean going for a walk or doing yoga. I just mean be mobile, because when your body isn't moving, your muscles are tighter, you're sore. And for me, that adds a lot of stress. I struggle with inflammation in my body. So when I don't move my body and I don't take care of my body, my anxiety is also worse because I don't feel good physically, which makes me not feel good mentally. It's all connected, you guys. The next one is going to be to obviously take a shower every day, but I mean, sometimes when we're in quarantine or we're stuck in our house, we don't think about it. Or if we're falling into a depression, we don't have the motivation to do it. But if we take a shower and get ready for the day, it does help. And I don't mean doing it every single day. I don't look like this every day in quarantine. I'm filming today, so I have my makeup done. But sometimes it helps to go into my normal routine 2 or 3 times a week and get dressed and just feel like myself and feel put together, and that helps as well. If you struggle with inflammation in your body and also anxiety, Epsom salt baths are amazing. I take those a couple times a week, and I use the Dr. Teal's brand. So I use their Epsom salt, and then I also use their bath soap, so the bubbles, and then I also use their oil, which I just got. It's a moisturizing bath and body oil. So the one I got is in soothing lavender. Lavender is really calming. But again, you guys, you do not have to utilize all of these. You could just go get some Epsom salt or even just take a hot bath. Don't overwhelm yourself. All of these things I have in my collection I have accumulated over time. Another thing that really helps me with my stress is using CBD oil balm. So this really helps with body pain, and it's just really, really soothing and relaxing and calming to your mental health as well. And this one is by the brand Cheeky Butter. I got this a while back, but I'll provide links to everything I'm talking about if you want to get any of this stuff. But if you do struggle with like body pain and stuff like that, and you struggle with anxiety, I can definitely tell you from experience that they do go hand in hand. So you need to be managing both, because if you don't feel good physically, you're not going to feel good mentally. Another thing I've been doing to help with my anxiety and also my inflammation is having a cup of tea every single day, whether that's in the morning or in the afternoon. Sometimes it's night before bed. It just depends on what my schedule is like. But it just helps with my anxiety because a hot drink is just really calming and relaxing at the end of the day or in the morning before you start your day. Where it helps with the inflammation is the type of tea I make. So I don't buy store-bought tea, or at least not for this one specifically. So the ingredients list for this tea is really small, which makes it really convenient. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I make my tea really quick. It's really easy. So we're going to need lemon, ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, and honey. And then we are going to cut up a couple slices of lemon and cut up some ginger as well. And then we're going to bring some water to a boil. And I like to add in all my ingredients right away. So I'm gonna add in the lemon, cinnamon, ginger, and the turmeric. And then we're gonna stir it all in and let that come to a boil. And then once it's all done, we are going to obviously pour it into our coffee cup. And then we are going to add in some raw honey. Another thing that has helped me is journaling. And I don't journal every single day. A lot of people do. This is something that I haven't built a strong habit of doing consistently, but it does really help every once in a while when maybe I am doing all of my other self-care practices and I feel like it's just not helping like it usually does. That's usually because I need to do like a brain dump. You know what I mean? I need to just write out everything that I'm feeling, and it usually makes me feel so much better. The next thing that is very, very helpful to me is to listen to something or read something positive. And with everything going on in the world right now, it's very easy to get on social media and overconsume the news. And I understand that it's important to stay informed, but if we are refreshing our social media pages every 5 minutes or multiple times a day, checking the news, that is going to add to our anxiety. So yes, stay up to date, it's important, but don't overdo it. Check the news maybe once or twice. I would honestly only check it once during the day, and then leave it at that, and listen to something positive. Fill your mind with something positive to balance out all the scary things that we are hearing in the media right now, because we need that balance. It's important. So find like a fun podcast. It doesn't even have to be like personal growth stuff, which I love. I love personal growth stuff, and I'll list some of my favorite podcasts in the description below, you guys. It can also just be fun podcasts. Maybe you like true crime. That can maybe make your anxiety worse during this time. It depends on your personality. If Netflix is how you like to relax, watch Netflix. If you like making TikTok videos, make a TikTok video. Do something fun to get your mind off of things and to just kind of give yourself a breather and pull away from everything going on in the media right now. Lastly, you guys, I am doing another close-up because this is important. I just want you to remember to take a deep breath and remember that it's gonna be okay, even if it doesn't feel like it some days. But also, if all you're doing is surviving right now, that is okay too. Again, so many posts on social media of people getting in the best shape of their lives and eating super clean and hustling and building a side business because they finally have time, and that's amazing. If you are somebody that's doing that and you feel amazing and that's how you are getting through this, then that's awesome. But everybody copes differently. So please don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for not doing enough or not being productive enough, because that's absurd. Who cares what Karen's doing? Nobody cares what Karen is doing. Do what you need to do for you. Oh, and really quickly before we go, I would like you guys to comment below what you want to see for my next video. Do you want me to continue doing videos that are related to quarantine or social media? Comment below what type of content you want to see from me during this time, because that's really important. I want to provide value for you guys right now. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.